Hi, my name is Brendan. Today I'm going to read you the Barnabus Project. The Barnabus Project. The Fan Brothers. The Barnabus Project. Barnabus lived in a secret lab. He was a half mouse and a half elephant, and he had lived in the lab as long as he could remember. The lab was hidden beneath perfect pets on a perfectly ordinary street. Look at that. They're staring. This guy's a balloon, and this guy got his pet, which is so cute. And on top of there's rings paper clips. It was deep underground where no one would ever find it. This is the biggest one, and they're tapping on the computer. This one's there. And look, this is the biggest one, named Wally the Ripple. The lab was where they made perfect pets. Except Barnabus wasn't quite perfect. He had been put in a part of the lab called failed projects. This is Barnabus. He's staring. He's looking at us. And this one is sleeping. This one's my favorite. His home was rather small, but that just meant it was easier to keep tidy. The green rubber suits always fed Barnabus his favorite food, which is cheese and peanuts. And yet, he sometimes wondered about the world outside of his little bell jar. It was Pip, the cockroach, who told them stories about the world above. Stories about the sparkling silver lakes, green trees, and mountains that reached all the way to the sky, lit with their own stars. Look, there's a boat and a hotel. I think this looks like Toronto. And a tree here, and some buildings. Maybe someday I'll sit on the grass and look at the stars, said Barnabus. And when he closed his eyes, he almost could. Impossible, said Pip. Nothing is impossible, said Barnabus. But secretly, he worried his friend might be right. At the moment, the green rubber suits came in. They turned on the lights and checked each bell jar one by one. They made strange noises to each other. They peered and they poked. They peeked and they prodded. Well, this guy looks a little bit mean. They put red stamps on all of the jars. Then they left. What does that mean? Said Barnabus, looking up that strange red stamp. It means you are going to be recycled, said Pip. That's what happens to all failed projects. You'll be fluffier afterwards, offered Pip kindly. And you'll be cuter, and your eyes will probably be bigger. Well, actually it is cute, but it doesn't look like him because his tail is like honeycomb. That's funny. I like having small eyes, said Barnabus, although he wasn't even sure anymore. Barnabus slumped on his jar. He wasn't fluffy enough, and his eyes were beady. But he liked himself just the way he was. And what if, after he was recycled, peanuts and trees were no longer his favorite foods? What if his friends didn't recognize him after? What if he no longer cared about green trees and mountains lit of their own stars? We need to escape, said Barnabus suddenly. The other failed project gasped. But then they cheered. Yay! Impossible, said Pip. Nothing's impossible, said Barnabus. Look, this is my mom's favorite. He took a step back. and he kicked as hard as he could. Hi-ya! He charged at the glass. Ugh! But the bell jar was much stronger than he was. Finally, Barnabas made a sad sound with his trunk. A tiny crack appeared. Crack! There were 2 cracks, actually, but it's not broken, so he blowed. He was free! Then he freed the others. The Dust Bunnies, Light Up Lost, Bumble Bear, the Automax, Mushroom Sloth, Wally the Ripple, Stick 1 and Stick 2, Quirt, Mushy, Pumpto, Ferdy, Blinky, and the Motomogs, Lola, Perfect, Spike, Pinto, Chloe, Peep, Leaf. All of them. You have to understand, they had never been outside of their jars before. There was a quite of commotion. They whooped and sang, they chirped and hooted, they stretched their legs and jumped for joy. Yay! Sloth is alive. How is the sloth waking up? I thought he only slept. When they calmed down a bit, they peeked over the edge. The floor was far below. Now what? Said Quirt. We have to work together, said Barnabas. Look, he's now sleeping. Oh, now he's sleeping. One by one, they helped each other down until they finally reached the floor. Shh, said Barnabas, and they all fell silent. Then they heard it too, footsteps in the corridor outside. Quick, said Barnabas, we can go through here. He didn't like dark places, but the footsteps were getting closer. Everyone crawled into the vent, with Light Up Lost leading the way. It was a tight squeeze for some of them. The vent led into the most secret part of the secret lab. They all looked up. Oh my God, his eyes like, help me, get me out. Just a little one, sweet tight. We need to run, cried Pip. But Barnabas couldn't run. The great sad eye seems to be looking directly at him. We can't leave it behind, said Barnabas. It's scary, said Pip. It's monstrous, said Quirt. It's appalling, said the Automax. It's a failed project, said Barnabas. Just like us. They worked together to turn the great valley that opened the tank. But it was too late. Oh no, the green rubber suits. Nets. Whoa, nets. The green rubber suits have found them. Just when all seemed lost, the tank doors swung open and water flooded in the lab. Whoosh! Oh my God. It's like, no! Oh no! This is so bad. This is a disaster. And like, oh my God, we're flowing into the waves. Up, the water carried them. Up to the world above. Help me! Oh my God, this pen is like, run away! When they finally opened their eyes, they were in a puddle surrounded by shells of perfect pets. The sloth is not here. Wait, man. Oh, everyone ran towards the exit. Barnabas stopped. It was almost like looking in a mirror, except Barnaby's eyes were bigger, and his fur was like cotton candy. Oh my God, look. Yay! Hi, you look like us, yeah. He was perfect. Barnabas, Pip called from the front of the store. Look, it's the outside world. Barnabas ran to join his friends. He might not be perfect, But he was free. The world was much bigger than Barnabas's friends could ever imagine. And just like Pip said, there are mountains that reach into the sky, lit with their own stars. You're right, said Pip. Nothing is impossible. Soon they found a place full of sunshine and happy noises, green trees, and soft grass. A place that might be home. Look, this Barnabus is looking at the Barnaby. It wasn't always easy. But they always stuck together. The end. I hope you like this book. See you tomorrow.